Why were you late?
Well, that's a compliment. I guess to say my hair looks good or something. But no, we had some team that actually came in right when we were about to leave that needed to come with us. So we were waiting on them to get to their room and get back down.
I feel like there's been a change in both of you over the last couple of days. Is that just the price of making weight, or is it that we're so close to fighting?
I've got no problem making weight. I'm ready to go. I think for me, it's just the intensity of getting ready to fight this man, and it's normal. It's par for the course. We're both getting closer to going in there and trying to take each other out. There's a mental shift that takes place for a lot of fighters when it gets close.
We haven't seen Tim this animated before. Do you think you've got under his skin?
I don't know. I'm not sure. At the end of the day, like I said, if it is, it's not anything that I tried to do. His team seemed to have tried to do it more than anything. We've got written document. We got everything documented as far as how this actually went down. There's never going to be a pullout. We sent a message to the Rose brothers and to my management, Louis Cubis, and we told them all right after this all started. We said, just to be clear, the fight will proceed whether there's 3 Australian judges or 1. Nobody's pulling out of the fight. We sent that message to them, and then all of a sudden they're telling their media team to put out that the fight's in jeopardy. And then Tim's over here, on phone calls saying that he was worried I might be pulling out. And now he's sitting up here saying that that's something that he's legitimately taking away from all this, that I was considering pulling out. It's just funny, like, why does your team need to lie to you? Why do they need to lie to you to get you, in that mind frame? Like, my team doesn't lie to me about anything. I know everything that's going on with my team. If there was something like that going on, they'd be honest and upfront with me. They wouldn't come and tell me that I'm considering pulling out.
Tim said you don't seem so relaxed. You seemed relaxed a few months ago, but you don't seem so relaxed right now. What is your mind frame?
I'm ready for war.
How great is it, and how are you finding the Newcastle experience at the moment?
I love it. It's a very serene place to come before a fight. It's amazing. I mean, it's got a different vibe to it. I mean, it's a beautiful, beautiful place. So I'm very thankful to be here.
What do you see as Tim's weaknesses in the ring?
I think that he's got a little bit of a head problem. I think he sometimes battles against what's the right thing to do in there. I think that's why there's been so much talk about I'm going to come out and fight like this, I'm going to come out and fight like that. It's unsure.
Joey, do you feel like you know what version of Tim is going to come to the ring on Sunday? He's been talking about fighting fire with fire, and a lot of people think that's not the right way to go about this fight. I know you've spoken about it a little bit in the past. What's your read?
I don't think there's so many versions of Tim. I don't think that he's really got, like I said, it's arrogant to say he lost to Bakhram just because he came out and fought a certain way. As if Bakhram didn't do anything right. As if Bakhram didn't do anything strategically the right way in that fight to make him do certain things. It's real easy and a real easy cop-out to say it's based on how I came out and handled things. So he doesn't have many choices in this fight. He's going to have to adapt and adjust to what I'm doing, same as I'm going to have to do with him. It's not like you can write a perfect plan as far as how the fight's going to go. You got to go out there, you got to feel it out, see what's coming, see what's happening, and adjust.
Do you think that head noise of Tim's is growing louder as we get closer to the fight and coming off the back of consecutive losses?
I have absolutely no idea. I'm not in his head. I think he sounds things I can pick up on. It just seems like he answers questions very differently every time he answers them. It makes me think he might be a little bit unsure. Can't read into that too much. It could be strategic, but regardless, he says he's not focused on me, and he's focused on it. I'm very, very, very focused on Tim Tszyu. I've trained, ate, slept. Everything's been about Tim Tszyu for the last 3 months. So no different now.